What's up, guys, and welcome back to Earth Zero. I'm your host, Black Nick, and thank you so much for tuning in. So, the MCU is going through some hectic stuff right now, dude. Disney's facing backlash for like everything, dude. I'm sorry, that's just my dog, but yeah, they're receiving backlash about everything, guys. It's terrible, bro. They're receiving like backlash in the Star Wars universe. They're getting backlash in their live action films, and now their MCU is also tarnishing. They're getting backlash everywhere, and it's because of the writers that are all coming here with their political views and their agendas and their messages that they want to do, and they're not doing justice to the actual original characters and not writing things that people want to see, you know, um, like no one wanted the Marvels. No, I bet you not a single person wanted the Marvels movie, or like clearly now with how much the money's making, the movie's making, you can see that no one cared or cares about the character at all, dude, and it's just like they think they can just make $1 billion out of like anything that they make these days. But people are now, the formula is not working, dude. People want to see something different. Some people want to see well written stuff, but instead you're going along with your messaging and your diversity and all that whatever stuff you guys are trying to like drill into our heads or whatever, dude. And comics, and originally the comic book films or the MCU from the beginning until Endgame was not about that. No one would be politically trying to make these movies sound politically correct, bro. It used to just be about the flashy, cool fight scenes, and characters that you really like just being brought to life and still having well-written storylines. Some of them in between, like Thor: Dark World, wasn't my favorite. It's like my least favorite Marvel movie for sure, And that was just I thought it was just a badly written movie. I just wasn't interested. I fell asleep twice in the first two times I watched it. Third time I finally finished it. Still wasn't impressed with that movie. I struggled through that movie, But besides all of that, there were some movies that were decent to whatever, but your fans will be there because of the other great movies that you made, and you built it up so well. But from after Endgame, it has been like here a good game, there a good game. Movie. Sorry, I keep saying I'm just getting distracted by this dog. But anyway, good movie there, good movie there, good movie there, and it's just like it's now it's not trending and doing so well anymore, dude. And it's because of so many things, dude. People are tired of the same writing. That's number one. Like the same writing and the writing actually being terrible itself now. Like, it's not even like the same writing, dude. It's like worse than what their actual generic kind of writing was before, It's like worse than that. So that's my main problem, is that the writing is just leading nowhere. There's so many storylines happening at this point. There's multiverses in Loki. There's Spider-Man with the multiverse. There's dragons in Shang-Chi. There's Skrulls busy taking over the world. There's Kang the Conqueror trying to be doing some timeline stuff, dude. It's just so much, dude. And it's just too much going on, dude. But when we started off with Iron Man and Captain America coming through, landing up in today's times, everything was just making perfect sense. There wasn't just like all this mind-boggling stuff, And yeah, and I think the main thing that everyone's trying to say is like in terms of the writing and this whole agenda and stuff, messaging being the main priority in these movies, bro. And I agree, like I don't have a problem with like diversity and when characters need to be shown and stuff, but I have a problem when your actual main character in real life is like hectic to where she calls men trash, and then you have series like She-Hulk where you have a whole dialogue scene about talking about how trash men are as well, or hating on Hulk, a character that like basically created She-Hulk, and she gave him words and was speaking about how we better and how the females are better and everything. And it's just this whole thing that, the whole diversity doesn't come as in like, oh, we want to show more female characters, and also cool characters at that thing that are well written or anything. Their main focal point is like, we need strong female characters, and we don't care about how they're written or at all, as long as they stomp and can destroy any, can, like, be above any man and all of that, and they OP no matter how much they get their powers from, where they get their powers from. Like, it's just terribly written, dude. And you just get drawn out of that fantasy, dude. That fantasy world and that comic world with how everything's been written, because now we're getting preached about reality things and stuff, dude. And you preaching to the people that is like 90 or 80% of your fan base, which are the people that you're talking crap about when you preach this stuff, dude. So they're obviously not gonna go and support the movie, the people that are getting offended from that. I personally just didn't go watch it because I just know it's gonna be written terribly. I'm tired, I'm tired. I just feel like there's just not gonna be a discussion. I'm not gonna come out the Marvels movie going, do you remember that scene? Do you remember that scene? It'll just be like, I just saw a bunch of bright lights and a lot of cool fight scenes and all of that. That's how I feel, and that's why I didn't go support the movie. Second of all, the reason why I wanted the movie to flop badly and do badly was because people have just been so harsh on DC, They've been to the point where an innocent movie like Blue Beetle got a thrashing and got hate, and I could see it coming a lot from the Marvel fanboys. They were hating on this Blue Beetle movie for no reason. And when I watched the movie, I was like, this is like a good movie where you can just turn off your brain and eat popcorn. It was decent. Wasn't great or life changing, but it was a cool like movie from the 2000s. It makes you feel young, and you just like, you're happy to see that storyline again, And it wasn't a bad movie at all, but Marvel fans were trying to turn that movie into a bad movie. They were criticizing, they were talking about they went into aspects about that movie being a bad movie. And then when it comes to the Marvels, all of a sudden, like, oh, people don't know how to enjoy movies anymore, So I just get irritated with fan bases, both from DC and from Marvel, when they like crossing sides like that, fighting each other like that, and saying one thing about that universe, but wouldn't say it about theirs when it happens, dude. And when you a fanboy, you're just brainwashed. You just expect everything in your universe that's been doing well to be accepted and loved and whatever because it's the MCU. But not anymore, bro. People are like, they awake, dude. People are awake. We've wasted so much cash supporting them for so long, and they're not writing the characters right anymore. They're making up their own storylines and sending out and focusing mainly on sending out these whatever messages in their movies. And it clearly feels like it's like a new gen of people writing this. They're like a office of people that have never read a comic book before, read one or two pages or two little pages of the character, get told a brief thing from someone how this character is, then they're like, yeah, no, I can definitely turn this character into this, and she'll be diverse and this and this and this, and she'll be a strong female character and what, and then you write the movie and then it's just total nothing. The movie's just nothing. It steals plot lines from long ago. Characters are gender swapped and everything, and it just doesn't make sense. You're just not like, what if the character, the gender, or like Taskmaster? A lot of people like Taskmaster, for who Taskmaster is, whether it's the gender or whatever, and what, and people were mad about the whole Taskmaster thing. And I think what even made people more mad was when they saw that the stunt double for Taskmaster was actually a male, bro. Because everyone could tell, like, in the body movements, like, that's so male-like, dude. And then obviously when they take off the mask or something, it's another person, dude. It's a female or something. But the stunt double's actually the male doing it. And it's just like, Taskmaster was originally supposed to be male. We're not going to change the female characters into male characters. Imagine if someone now starts writing about Black Widow, but it's a man, dude. So it'll just be like, it doesn't make sense with the name that is given to the character, you know? Everyone has their definitions of titles and names, and you just can't do that. And I think if you can't do it to one character, you shouldn't be doing it to any. No gender swapping. You shouldn't be doing that stuff. But Disney themselves are really, really have their foot down on pushing out this storyline and this diversity and this thing in their content abroad, both Star Wars and live action films. And they always making headlines now. They are always being the talk of the town. But at the end of the day, they just losing cash, dude. The people that are in charge, they are making them lose cash, bro. And I wouldn't be impressed at all with myself if we were losing this kind of money, dude. I know they have a lot of money, but one day, dude, they're gonna wake up, dude. So they can carry on doing what they're doing, and we'll see how far it goes, bro. But like, this is my opinion on the situation of just give us the actual original characters, their original storylines and fan service, and you'll be fine, you know. And don't listen to stupid people like IGN that give your movie an 85%. And then when there's fan service and something like One Piece, they complain about too much fan service. Like, how does that make sense in your head that something can be too much fan service? Like, fan service is why movies do well and what makes you jump off your feet. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. I saw that in a comic. They're actually putting it on screen. That's what's going to make me jump off my feet. Not something that's just made up by somebody that thought about the idea for 2 minutes from staring into the trees and stuff and just thought, oh yeah, this might be a good idea, you know? You need to go do your research. Go out there. Go as a fake person on Twitter or something and see what fans are saying I want to see on screen. Ask questions in groups like, if this movie was ever to be, who would watch this? What would you want happening in this storyline? Get ideas and things and evolve around that, and that will help you make actual excellent movies, dude. Because fans know what the other and it's our money that you're getting, and we want fan service. IGN is just a little portion of people that are also stupid and brainwashed, dude. So I don't even care about that, dude. Like IGN has really pissed me off, especially with their gaming reviews. They are terrible at their like gaming reviews, dude. They'll give one game that looks horrible, like a 10 out of 10, and then a game that has so much work put into it, they like critically sit there and go, oh yeah, but there was this like thing that was a problem. And I was like, how was that not an issue in that other game? That game did it worse, but for some reason it got 10 out of 10. So I never trust IGN. I think their opinions are a bit dumb. So anyway, that's just my opinion on them, on their opinions. I don't personally think anyone is stupid in real life or anything, but I do believe that some opinions are stupid. So anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Can the MCU be revived?